up, y'all? This is episode 17 of the One Mic Podcast. I'm your boy, Rod. I got my nigga Reese with me. I got my nigga D with me. Got my nigga T with me. And I got my man Keys.
What's up,
it is
y'all?
negative 10 below down here, but we still here. So we still here for our fans. Thanks for supporting the podcast. Like, subscribe, do all that. We're going to tell you in the beginning and at the end.
Yes, sir.
Like, subscribe, send questions, all that
yes,
shit.
Sir.
Okay, they got it. Anyway, what's been going on with y'all, man?
I'm gonna get straight to it. That new season of Punisher was fucking trash.
Let's get in the Punisher.
Yeah, it's getting the Punisher. It's trash. Straight to the trash. How you say, Reese? To the trash? That shit was to the trash.
What are we doing right now?
It's trash.
What the?
What? Wait, I wasn't prepared for this.
Yeah.
This is not what we discussed
You
in
wasn't
pre-production.
supposed to be prepared.
Technically, you asked him what we've been doing.
Yeah.
He been watching Punisher.
Hey.
No.
That
We were
shit's
not
trash.
supposed to start the show that way.
T, can you back me up?
I haven't even watched this shit.
He hasn't watched it. He hasn't watched
Yeah.
it.
watched it.
about it with.
No, he hasn't.
I watched most of it.
Yeah, you watched
Most
most
of
of it.
it?
Yeah, so, hey. So how you feel about it? How you feel about
I'm in agreement with Derek.
it? Shit was trash, man.
Damn, now you don't have to watch it.
I would have advised you to say that though.
Yeah. And tell him the same thing.
Serious right now.
Tell him the same thing. That shit was trash.
Peace. What did you feel about it?
Okay. So the first episode of Punisher season 2 started off very well. Second, third, fourth episode, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Those next 3 episodes kind of threw me. And I couldn't understand if it was for the lack of other Marvel shows on Netflix. It almost looks like they were like, well, since everything else is canceled, we don't give a fuck about how this season of Punisher turns out. So I don't know if this was produced before or after, all of those shows were canceled. I would imagine before,
Right.
but it didn't feel that way. It didn't feel like they put any effort into driving this season home, considering this is possibly the last season of Punisher. I would imagine it's the last season.
Probably. More likely.
So, 4 episodes in, I'm like, something has to happen. Because at this rate, this entire season is going to fail.
Yeah.
5th episode comes. And they kicked it up a notch. I'm not going to say they kicked it up, a gear. Just a notch. To the point where I was like, okay, this has some action to it. I like where they're taking the story now. 6th episode comes and they go right back in the same direction. And
What was the second episode?
say what?
7th one.
This shit is
The 7th episode?
Yeah. How many episodes is there?
13?
It's 13 episodes. Yeah. So midway through the season, I'm like, this shit is over with. This shit is dead.
And like,
I was highly disappointed halfway through that season. Highly disappointed.
like I told Tuck, because me too was talking about it. I told him I feel like they was reaching, like this story is like a reach. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
so
you not finished it? You haven't finished it?
I finished it in a day and a half.
Oh, okay.
I mean, honestly, I personally did not care about that damn girl.
Hey, you say details though. He wants to watch
I don't
it.
want to get
I
into
said,
the
is there details?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't want to get
okay.
into the details.
I didn't care about the girl who died at the end. Her name was Sierra.
But yeah, I mean the story was a reach. The whole, I don't know. I feel like that had too many stories going on at once. They probably had like 3-4 stories going on at once. I feel like it was kind of like overwhelming, like what the hell was going on.
They had 3 for sure.
Yeah, it had 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And that was like too much overwhelming.
It was kind of a 4th story in there.
Yeah.
Low key.
Low key.
It may have been 4 different things going on at once, and none of them really drove the viewer to be interested
wanna keep
in what
watching.
it was bad.
It was bad.
Are you gonna still watch it,
It was
Maurice?
bad. He has to still watch it, considering
still watch
it's
it.
Marvel.
I'm fully
When
invested.
you're so invested
It
in
was
the Marvel universe,
It was literally
you have to.
my favorite
yeah,
of all the Netflix shows.
yeah. You tweaking on
Yeah.
Daredevil, but okay.
We can
Daredevil
tweak it.
was.
Okay, I'll put it behind it.
Okay, we'll keep
I'll
Daredevil
put
out.
it-
Yeah, that's the best show.
yeah.
Period.
I wouldn't really include
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Right.
But yeah, I was expecting so fucking much out of this second season.
Yeah.
And
Like
to
he
hear
said,
that there's nothing to look forward to, I'm like,
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I think I said like three or four episodes to go. But where we at, it's just it ain't it. Because the first season was cold.
Yeah.
Like the first season was so
season
tight.
was
Maurice,
fire.
that first season, like, it defined fire.
Yeah.
So for this second season to get here and they completely dropped the
I
ball,
want to fucking cry. Right
there
now.
was, I'm telling you, in that first half of the season, there was one episode with action.
Right. That's what I was going to say. It's just boring.
It
Pretty much.
is boring as
as hell.
fuck. Could not believe it. Could not believe it. But hey, I mean, you win some, you lose some, and they lost that one. They lost that one bad. Yeah, that's fine. That shit ain't it.
I'm I'm glad it went out. Like, I don't want it to go on a high note, like with Daredevil. Like, keep Daredevil where it is.
I mean,
Punisher
yeah.
just, find your place, nigga. Punisher fell back. Yeah. Punisher fell back. Luke Cage, I don't know where that shit fell off the map.
That shit.
I didn't get into
The
Jessica
crazy
Jones
thing is that I enjoyed the Luke Cage last season more than I enjoyed the Punisher season.
That probably seems reasonable. I didn't even
Yeah.
watch Luke Cage, but it's probably better than Punisher season.
Yeah.
two. Like, yeah. That's how bad it is.
That's terrible.
Yeah. That's really telling you something when T
It
says
is.
that
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
By the trailer for season 2 of Luke Cage is better than Punisher season 2. Like, that shit was terrible.
That was terrible.
God damn.
Yeah, I think because episode 3 is like I ain't gonna get into it, but it's that jail scene.
Yeah.
I think after that,
Yeah.
it's quite a while until you get any more action.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch and then I'll give y'all my
Yeah.
Assessment.
Because they could all be tripping. It's possible.
That's three
I highly
people.
doubt it.
That's
I highly doubt it.
That's three.
That's
But
three people that I
it's
do a
possible.
podcast with, so I kind of take what y'all say.
And 3 people that love season 1.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Well, then you shouldn't watch it then. Yeah, there's others you watch, man. Fuck that
you have
shit.
to waste your time.
A guy
You
was
have to waste your time.
You have to
Life
waste
is
your
too
time.
short. You have to waste your time on
Yeah,
something.
life is too damn short, man. You only live once. Yellow. Shit.
Yeah, that's the flavor. And damn, it's short.
I would rewatch Daredevil again.
Yeah, man.
crazy.
It makes me want to watch season 1. That's how bad season
Man,
2 was
season
bad.
1 was so fucking.
It was so fucking cold.
But it's because D said it was a story that like we cared about. We like, damn, why they murking his family? We know, but like,
Yeah.
they just. And then you had old dude, I can't remember his name, but his like tech dude
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
he was at, faking the death and shit.
Yeah.
It was just everything was good. Russo was good on that. Russo on season 2 too, little bitch. And his. All right, okay.
Yeah, it takes-
Yeah, man. Just leave it alone.
Little bitch.
We gonna stay on Netflix though because I didn't know we were starting here, but so I watched a movie last night called What Happened to Monday. Have y'all
I watched
seen
that.
That movie
clones?
is
Yes.
incredible.
That
Dope as
That
shit.
movie is so
was
fucking cool.
crazy dope. T, you have got to watch What Happened to Monday
T, you gotta
on
watch it.
Netflix.
You
Please
gotta
watch
watch
it.
No, it's
I've seen it. It's
amazing.
with all the girls and sisters and stuff.
Yes.
I think I've either seen it. I've either seen it or it just I don't know.
No, you haven't seen it.
I've seen it.
There's no way you've seen that
And
movie
I
and
forgot about
not think it was amazing.
I didn't. It's not my
Nah,
type.
that movie was.
This one lady playing multiple characters.
And I love that lady. That's the lady from Prometheus, but I don't.
And Bright.
Yeah.
With Will Smith.
She's
Right.
right. Yeah, she was. She's a bad little elf lady. Yeah, I like her. I ain't get into it.
Man,
That's crazy.
I don't think there's ever really. There's not that many movies that will have you like really astonished of like the ending.
Don't
like,
look at me.
You don't know what I'm trying to convince you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're the last person.
No, I'm telling you, it's incredible. It's really incredible. And like watching it, I watch it with my girlfriend, and like she reacts like to movies if they're scary and suspenseful. So she almost had a fucking panic attack watching that movie. She almost fucking passed out.
Have you seen it?
I never heard of it.
So the premise
I'll watch
of the
it again
movie
with you.
is they're in the year 2076. So this is a ways away from now. And apparently the Earth is being like drastically overpopulated. So to prevent, the Earth from dying, basically from having way too many people on it, a lady convinced the world that there's a minimum or a maximum of one sibling per household, which means if it were all five of us in one household and we had a parent or we had parents, those parents would have to choose four of us to go. And when I say go,
Kill? Like,
They don't know that.
they don't know that they're being put to sleep and they're supposed to be woken up like in the future
When everything is better.
everything
and
is
they-
better and it's not overpopulated anymore. And from that perspective alone,
You should be sold.
you should be scared out of your fucking mind that I'm losing all of my siblings right now.
Yeah.
All of my siblings are finna be gone. I'm gonna die, and they're gonna be living like decades from now.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the first
I
thing.
didn't think of it from that point
Yeah.
of view. Yeah.
So the story revolves around a grandfather who is parenting 7 siblings who are all
Twins.
I don't know the term for it, but they're twins. 7 girls were
Quintuplets.
born at the same time. Quintuplets.
I think so.
So
Smart ass.
that sounds like 6 quintuplets.
I think 66 templates.
this is
I think Kevin right. All right, you might be right. So quintuplets, 7 identical girls.
Oh, it's 7?
It's 7 of
Oh, I
them.
thought it was 5. I don't know 7.
Exactly. So you haven't seen this movie. So,
I've seen the damn movie. I know what movie it is. I thought you were
That's
talking
the
about
movie.
it was 5 people. They can only go out the house on Monday. They all switch different.
Oh,
they all act different.
yeah.
Okay, not only on Monday.
Oh, okay.
They were all
Named
named
different
day
days.
of
There
the
we
week.
go, okay.
And
So
that's the day that
Because that movie's pretty old. Like, it's been out for a minute.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
not for
it
me.
released
Just
in
hit-
August
yeah,
2017.
Netflix.
Yeah. But it
Great
just hit-
movie.
hit Netflix.
Probably one of the last like great
Super
movies I remember
dope
seeing.
Movie.
Crazy.
Love the movie. So yeah, like Tevin said, all 7 of them were named a day of the week. You got one named Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could only go outside on the day of the
Yeah.
week that they're named after.
But the movie's called happened on Monday. So
Yes.
Monday, I mean, they didn't have a
One thing
Monday.
I figured out what happened.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they all had to take on the persona of one person. So they're named Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through Saturday. But their persona in the world is Karen Sybil or something like that.
It's
Yeah.
Karen Civil? It's Karen-
So
something like that,
they all had to be one person in the world, which means when they got back home, they all had to relate every single detail of what
About
happened
the
in that day so they could all know how their lives have changed.
Yeah, it's
Super
incredible.
dope fucking movie.
The last
Super
time
fucking dope.
I remember the feeling he gave me was like when I seen all movies like Inception, where like the movie was just so
Yeah.
incredible that I
Yeah.
was like, this movie was so good. Like there was not one
that's-
dull moment.
okay.
Exactly.
That's how it sounds like. It sounds like a Inception a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean different premise, but it's just one of those movies that just everything, like action, storyline, suspense. It has all those things.
All of it. Yeah. I would highly recommend watching that movie.
I'll watch it.
Highly recommend.
We should watch it. I'll watch it.
Really dope movie. Don't listen to this nigga. Because again, this is three people telling me versus one. Super dope movie.
He still have an imagination. That's really good.
Now this week I got mad. Last week is him. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It was whatever. I didn't say it was bad.
Yeah, it was dope to me. I really enjoyed the last night.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
But
Right.
that was
If
fun.
Junior like it though, I probably will hate it. So.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a little basketball game this past
No.
week? No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just had to bring that up.
I don't know who else on that last week. Yeah.
I still want to bring this up. Like, Junior said he's an MVP. I still want to bring that up.
Yeah, what happened to this game?
That's last week. That's last week.
Don't try to dodge it. Don't try to dodge it.
I don't
want to speak on it?
I don't think Rod's the MVP of our team. I think I'm.
The team. Like, I never said the team.
You said a game.
I meant that game, that specific game. I wasn't talking about the team.
I don't think you've been MVP in any game. But anyway.
Break down some.
But I do like when I don't mean to insult you by saying that, because in countering to that, I feel like I've been the weakest link in every single game that we've played this season so far. So
That's very humble.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a skill thing.
Definitely not that.
I don't think it's a mental thing. I think I'm just having like consecutive off games.
It's like Klay Thompson. You know, he went
Yeah,
through
just
this
go in a slump.
Yeah, where he just
And
could
then,
not do
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come out of it at some
So
point.
yeah, I'm taking y'all lost this last game.
We have lost all three of our games this
Yeah.
season. We are 0-3.
But this past team was a really good team.
Yeah. There was
We don't have any big man on our
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
and they have a big man who dominated me. I was considered the big man on our team. He dominated me in the paint, so that should tell you
Nothing we
everything.
could do
Yeah,
about
it
that,
was
yeah.
nothing we could do.
Even though we kept that game close towards the end,
Yeah.
I think we got it down to 6 points at a point in time at
Uh-huh.
the very end of the game.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
And
we
just lost that
were
one.
leading right at the beginning.
Yeah, Marquise, he went off like
In the very
yeah, he
Yeah,
scored like
we did
7
really good.
points right away,
Yeah.
and they start feeding him down low. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's not much I can
Say,
do to hold
putting that
dude.
body on you.
Yeah, putting that big body. It was a good game though. Yeah, I don't mind losing games like that just
Yeah.
because I know that we played hard the entire game.
Right.
Pause. And
Everybody dick too hard. Right down the corner.
Yeah, we were all hard.
yeah,
like
I
Shaq.
only said pause because you just said the hard statement
I
earlier.
ain't got I ain't mastered that shit immediately. Pause.
Everybody on the court, hard as hell.
We were on hard the whole game. It was hard and we was on
Yeah,
hard.
really good game though. What else happened last week? Y'all went to the show, right?
Yeah, we went to the Aha Davis.
Yeah, baby.
Aha Davis show.
Yeah, big fella.
Fellas.
Yeah. That
Show was
show was hilarious.
pretty hilarious. We ate some wings.
Yeah, man.
You
heard
You ate some. You ate the wings.
I ate the wings. I don't fuck around. Yeah, we had some drinks. Took our ladies out.
Yeah,
It
man.
was a good time.
Really good time. The show was just super dope from beginning to end.
The show was pretty funny.
He had basically not necessarily a narrator of the show.
Like a host. He was kind of
He hosted the show where he was like the comedian that
Yeah.
did all the transitions between the
Acts
comedians.
and stuff.
Yeah. And he was funny as fuck. A guy from Detroit. I can't think of his name.
I can't either. That's sad.
Yeah, we should.
Comedic J or something
Jerome?
like that.
Comedic J?
Something like that. I don't know.
I wish I would have had his
No.
name. Where do you get Marcus from? Anyway,
He was hilarious.
he was super funny.
They had a girl. What was her name? I don't remember nobody's name. So
No, her name started with comedic.
That's who.
Yeah.
It was Comedic J or something like that.
Yeah.
So, she was funny.
the guy who does all of the body slamming of HaHa Davis and all of his videos.
Yeah.
He was there. He was funny as well. I didn't even think he was a comedian. I thought he was
I
just
thought he was one of
HaHa's-
his boys.
Yeah, boys. But he's a comedian.
He probably
He's-
get his shit written for him.
No, because he was freestyling. He
No,
was
yeah.
freestyling.
His stuff was all
Like,
interacting
yeah.
with the crowd, pretty much.
He
Like,
was on
he
fire.
He was
bro.
funny.
He
was
on
probably
fire.
the funniest, most natural.
Yes.
With everybody.
Yes.
Cause he got up there, he was like, guard. Somebody I was like, guard. He's like, and I'm on hard. And this said, guard. He's like, all right, that's enough with your freaky ass. Like, I know I'm on hard. Like, shit was hilarious, dude. And that was doing like a little skit. They did Instagram skits or whatever.
Yeah.
But that nigga was hilarious.
He was
dude.
super fucking funny. I think what I enjoyed the most about the show is HaHa's projection.
Yeah.
The way he carries his voice to the crowd, he doesn't even need a microphone,
Yeah, he
bro.
really don't.
Like, he just naturally projects himself and just gets the audience captivated in his voice alone. That shit was super dope.
Yeah, it was.
And man, I think the whole show was fire. The food was good. We got our merchandise. Like, that night was just dope.
That
man.
was nice. Then we got to meet HaHa at the
We got to meet HaHa. We got on stage with him. Like, during the actual show, he let it was like 20 people from the crowd come on stage and take shots with him. That shit was fire. I don't know what we were drinking. Was it?
I think it was whiskey. I think it was Jack Daniels,
okay.
to be honest.
Yeah.
So
So
you
we
said
all
20
took a
people.
shot.
I know I've been there once. It seemed like the stage is like,
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
were.
small.
The stage was super packed, and it was
Yeah.
people on the steps on both sides or whatever. So it was still lit though.
That shit was funny,
We
man.
got
That
to meet
was
him
good
after
time.
the show. Took pictures with him. He's super cool, laid back.
Dang.
Brittany told him like, all right, like we swingers too. He said, oh, for real? He was like, y'all gonna have to meet me at the brothel. He's talking about being a swinger. That shit was funny.
That is too
Yeah,
funny,
that's
man. Really enjoyed that show though.
Yeah,
So I
that's
was
a good time.
cousin
Yeah.
behind. That
Man, we just been on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We
Gotta build
growing.
that relationship.
Yeah, we
just
keep
been
growing.
on, yeah. It's like a game. Like our shit, our
Exactly.
bond is up here.
Right. We just bought our
Our
LA
jerseys.
Ram jerseys together. So
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
yeah, man.
let's get back to the fucking narrative,
back to
man.
Yeah, man.
This fucking game just happened last week.
Yes.
We didn't have an episode.
I know we had to skip
Had
out
to
on last
postpone
week's
our
episode because shit it went up in here last week.
Yeah.
We watched the Los Angeles Rams take on the New Orleans Saints,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of controversy involved in this
Super
game.
controversial.
What do we feel about the ending to this game, though?
Let me get to this, man. So, this whole fucking non-call that everybody's complaining about, and to the point where the Saints want a complete rematch of the
Dude, that's
NFC
ridiculous,
Championship game. That shit's ridiculous.
From that moment on, he
From
can do
that
it.
moment. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think Terrell, was it T.O.? I'm pretty sure it was T.O.
It was Terrell Owens who went on.
Yes. And said that he would like to see them replay the last minute and 29 seconds of the game after that hit and actually call the pass interference on that play. I'm thinking to myself, if we're going to replay it from that point on
Why
where
can't we
a call wasn't called, why can't we replay it from when a call wasn't called in the
Exactly.
first fucking quarter?
It
The-
makes
Like the
literally
Rams got
no
plenty of non-calls that game. Plenty
face
of
mask on
them.
Aaron Goff.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yes.
They clearly missed a complete face mask pulling
Yeah, Jerry. He
of
was-
our quarterback, and nobody's saying shit about it.
Right.
No one's saying anything about that missed call, but we're only focusing on
Missed delay of the game call.
the missed delay of the game. Like, it was just so much. Where a man jumped on top of this man's head. One of the Saints literally jumped in the air and landed on a Ram's head with his feet. no call.
Literally coup de grace this motherfucker.
Exactly.
$50 or some shit.
This shit was
And
crazy.
Nothing's
man.
called.
Nothing's called.
And I think my biggest problem with all of this is that, okay, the penalty happened. Penalties happen in all sports. Some get called, some get missed. This one just so happened to get missed, but there was still a lot more football played after that. The Saints still had every chance in the world to win that game. Did they? No. Simple as that.
Exactly.
You cannot give me any type of argument that can basically go against them going into overtime,
having the ball
getting
first.
the ball first, and not being able to score.
Exactly.
Our defense stopped y'all.
Yep.
Right.
Because that's their job. They stopped y'all from scoring, and we scored, so we win.
Exactly.
Those are the rules.
Simple as that.
Deal with that shit. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
At all.
Yeah, the no call. I was looking at it and I was thinking they might have missed it, but it also looked like today actually Roby Coleman, the dude that hit the Saints player, said that he thought the ball was foul, or he thought the ball was tipped. So if it's tipped, it's considered a dead ball. So there's no penalty right there.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't think that ball was catchable for the Saints receiver. Because if Roby would have turned around and played it, that's a pick six. Or a deflection. I think from that position, and I heard somebody I was just thinking about this in bed one night. And then I woke up and they were talking about ESPN. I was like, I just thought about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be maybe from a ref standpoint, they didn't think he had a chance of catching that ball. So that's not a pass interference either. Like if you throw it where it's not catchable, you can knock a nigga out and they won't call it because he had no chance of catching that ball.
So how would it have been catchable for the defense and not for him?
Because if Roby would have turned around, he never played the ball. He would have,
Right off him.
yeah, he would have been. No, he was right. Like the angle of where the ball, it was literally perfect. Like that was the most perfect interception setup I've ever seen. But he just didn't turn around and play the ball at all.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe to a ref they were like, this nigga has no chance to catch this ball. And they let him blast him. But that's just a theory.
Yeah.
But either way,
Either fucking way, it does
the game's
not matter.
over.
The game went into
Get over it.
overtime.
The game went into
The
overtime.
Saints got the ball first.
They
Couldn't
face
do shit
masked
with the ball.
Jared Goff in the red zone.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
That
So
was
let's
a call.
get over it. And fuck that, we're going to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff, my QB.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's get this one.
I was scared for that field goal, man. Like,
I was.
I wasn't.
Zerline is that nigga's the foot, man. He
Cause it took me back the Vikings when he missed the field goal, and
don't put us in that.
if they, they already made it. I mean, they.
But no, this ain't no Vikings, my nigga. I know what you're saying, but nah,
Don't
nigga,
say it.
I don't
Don't
get nervous with field
but don't
goals,
say
right.
it.
I don't know. Keep that over there.
So,
No, I want to go into another football related topic.
can we stick here really quick?
Where you at? Rams?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because we kind of got an accidental One Mic Podcast community question.
Accidental.
Yeah. So our guy, me and Keith's guy, his name is Ahmed. Shout out to Ahmed.
boy.
He just tagged us in a post that said it said that Keith and I boycotted last Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is true. But now that our former St. Louis Rams, now Los Angeles Rams, are going to the Super Bowl, will we watch this season? And my answer is absolutely
Goddamn fucking right we watching the Super Bowl.
because I'm not thinking of it as me supporting the NFL here.
Right.
I'm looking at it as me supporting my team. Like, I haven't been faithfully even watching Rams games this season.
Right.
Like, I just don't watch football anymore like that. But if they're gonna go to the game of all games, like, it's the biggest stage of them all, I gotta watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been too long. We haven't been there since fucking shit. When was the last time we went?
2006. No, they went again after that, didn't
And it just so happened to
Yeah, I'm
be
thinking of,
against.
they? NFC Championship.
Yeah, it just so happened to be against the club that
Yeah.
beat us in 2001.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
robbed us. That cheated us. So
Spygate.
yeah, Spygate happened and it left a sour taste in a lot of motherfuckers' mouths out of St. Louis because it just seems like if you're gonna argue this one call against the Saints, we have a whole fucking
Game.
literally a whole game
Yep.
Yeah.
of shit.
Well, there's a lot of Viking people saying about the Saints. They like it's karma for beating up on
Yeah,
very far.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Spygate. For those who don't know, it was a game where
Super Bowl game.
a Super Bowl game where the Patriots, the New England Patriots, who we're facing this year as well, they had someone.
Scouts, basically.
Yeah, they had someone scouting our practices, getting all of our offensive calls, our defensive calls. So they had to jump on us pretty much the entire game. Whenever we called a play, they knew what it was going to be,
Right.
and they adjusted to it, and they won the Super Bowl, basically.
Can you do that?
Can you do that?
They got away with it, so
But you're not supposed to be able to do that.
you're not supposed to be able to.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that we get to get revenge on these motherfuckers,
Yeah,
you
gotta
best
redeem that.
believe I'm watching every moment of
This
that
our
shit.
year, man.
Yeah.
The Rams taking this.
Absolutely.
So you can be bought.
This is gonna be blown.
Hey, that's not a real question. That's not a real question. I say that because I feel like everyone, if you want to boycott the NFL, that's cool.
Yeah.
And at some point in life you change your mind, that's cool too. Like no one does everything forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't think your intention. I think that's what it is. Like, oh, now you're not boycotting. So it's like so under some context you will support the NFL. You know, but
So is y'all homeboy like? Is he like saying that's wrong for y'all doing that? Like y'all boycotting?
I don't think he's
Or just like
necessarily doing
hypocrisy.
that. I think he was just asking.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Some people would take it in that manner.
Hypocrites.
Yeah, like-
some people would think we're being like hypocritical, and I mean that's
Contradict.
understandable. Yeah, but I don't see it that way.
No.
Because I don't support the NFL. Like,
Whatsoever.
I used to watch every fucking Sunday, and now I don't watch any Sunday.
Any Sunday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
I mean,
supporting
we've
them would be
only
like
watched 2 games this entire
Exactly.
season.
yeah, it'd be like buying like a jersey or something.
Super crazy.
Yeah, I had to say that.
NFL definitely got their
$150 out my pocket.
As long as you do
That's
that.
$300 right here. $300 right here.
I never boycott though, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but damn, man, that game's gonna be fire.
that game gonna be fire.
Next
What I was
Sunday,
gonna
right?
say, yep, next Sunday, February 3rd.
Sunday.
I'm off. I'm off Sunday and
Where we
Monday.
going? Is gonna be here?
Nigga, I want to go to Atlanta, nigga.
That would be dope.
Thanks.
But yeah, I can't wait for that game. What I was gonna say is the other game, the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are upset over the overtime and how that ended with Mahomes
Not getting
never
a
getting a
chance,
chance
yeah.
to,
going
you know,
offense.
going on. You get the ball pretty much. Patriots won the ball in coin toss and
Got the touchdown.
yeah, went and scored a touchdown. So, a lot of people want an overtime rule change so that both teams get a chance at the ball.
I mean, that's cool, but in that case, the Chiefs beat themselves.
Yeah,
It definitely did.
That guy,
game wasn't even supposed to go into overtime.
it
that,
was not.
but when it was in overtime, I'm talking about when it was in overtime, or was it?
You
You talking about the offense?
Offsides,
that-
yeah.
no, that was
it
before.
prior.
Yeah.
So that's
overtime.
what took it into
Yeah.
overtime. Okay, yeah. So from there, that's how the Chiefs beat themselves.
Yeah.
So
And even before, I don't agree with that either. I think I like the overtime rules now. I didn't like not what you're saying. I'm talking about the overtime thing.
Okay.
The Chiefs did beat themselves.
Yeah.
But just in any example, I think the overtime rules right now are perfect. Because it used to be where you,
I
could,
like 'em, yeah.
you could go down, score a field goal, and win the game. I didn't like
Right.
that.
I hated that.
Yeah.
I
They took
hated
that out.
Yeah.
They took that out, but
You have to score a touchdown now.
yeah,
Really?
To end the game. Yeah.
So you can't just get a field goal.
you can get
if you're on defense first. So the Rams
Oh.
in their
They got
overtime
a,
game, we were on defense first.
the
in
interception?
overtime.
Yeah,
No.
we got an interception, and then we could kick a field goal.
I'm thinking of the Chiefs game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the interception, kicked the field goal, and we
We
win.
win.
If the Saints would have scored the touchdown first, they would have won the game. If they would have scored a field goal, we would have still gotten the ball.
Right.
And gotten the chance to score.
So
Football
that's
is
perfect.
confusing as fuck.
No, I like
Other
those rules.
sports,
I don't
football is
like.
probably the most confusing sport
It's not at all.
compared to other sports.
Like what?
No.
Really, any sport I can think of. Basketball seems
I don't
simpler.
think he
Soccer.
means confusing.
Yeah.
I think he's
Maybe
more
it's just
so
me.
saying that the rules are just so murky in the NFL.
That's possible. Yeah.
NBA rules are pretty clear cut.
NBA rules.
Yeah, you get what you get, but the NFL is too many loopholes to get out of shit.
Like with the catching and what
Catching
what's a
is
catch,
the
what's not a
worst.
catch.
Yeah, catching is
Yeah.
literally the worst.
Oh, what?
There's some.
The Dez Bryant catch.
Yeah, that is.
Lord have
beyond
mercy.
me.
This is.
I feel like they took the essence
Yeah.
of football
They
out of
stripped
the
it.
NFL
Yeah, they stripped that shit.
on that very play alone.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I get what Rod is saying.
Yeah, I do
with,
too.
With the overtime rules, it gets tricky. But like you said, they're perfect now because when you're going into overtime and a team gets on offense, I feel like it's one team's goal to score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's one team's goal to not allow that to happen.
Exactly. That's all I was gonna say. They're taking like defense out of it.
Yeah, you're taking defense
Yeah.
out of it if you change the rules.
Exactly.
Leave it as is.
Yeah.
And I mean,
If defense make a stop, they're doing their job.
They're doing
So why should they
exactly.
not be rewarded for doing their job?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's what I'm
Totally
saying.
agree.
Get them niggas off the field and the other team win. Like, if Chiefs want to win the game, have your defense step up. Don't let Tom Brady go
Chiefs wanna
80
win the
yards.
game,
Have your defense
line
lined
up
up right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got the fucking interception on that
that
play.
That game was done.
That game was
very
over with.
play. It's over at that point.
And you just line up, and you hadn't committed a penalty all game long.
That's crazy.
That was the craziest shit
one
I've ever
penalty
seen.
you create loses the game for y'all.
That's funny.
That shit was.
I don't want to talk stuff
beyond
about Tom Brady because I would never do that. But I'm
We
glad
can
we
talk
got the
about
Patriots.
Patriots, though.
I'm glad we got the Patriots over the Chiefs. The Chiefs are young.
I wanted the Chiefs.
You want the Chiefs?
I wanted the Chiefs.
I think we have a better chance of beating the Patriots than we would have had the Chiefs.
Really?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Patriots.
I just want
that.
to win
Every fucking game.
I think
I
it
just
was
hate
not
seeing the
every game.
Patriots.
Yeah.
I want that rematch.
Yeah, I want the rematch
yeah.
too. Like it
Yeah.
didn't really matter either
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But I would have preferred seeing the Chiefs just because I wanted like that battle from Missouri feel. You know what I'm saying? So
Even though
It's a long
it's
time.
yeah, we ain't in.
All right, well, I guess that's it on sports.
Yeah.
We can move on to something else. These niggas.
What else you got?
Well, shit, that's a nice hoodie, Maurice.
Damn.
Show the fans.
I know, we already showed off our hoodies. What's up with yours, Rizzo?
It's Breezy, baby. They try to get my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They try to lock my nigga Breezy in the box. You feel me? Free my nigga Breezy. They try to lock him in the box. So this nigga went over to was it France?
Yep. Paris.
Paris.
Paris. Yeah.
And these bitches be lying, man.
Damn. Word to see you.
She tried to get my nigga Breezy on a rape case, yo. And
They let
kinda-
him out the next day.
they let him out the next day, no charges. It leads me back to what Keith was saying on the R. Kelly topic we had a couple of episodes ago, where they're
Yep.
targeting
Yep.
our people.
Yep.
Bruh, you can't tell me this was just like coincidental
No.
when Chris Brown literally just like this
got 100% of his publishing.
this shit just
He
happened.
owns all of his masters now. Are y'all not understanding what I just said? Y'all look like y'all not convinced. Like
Oh,
this
no,
man literally just literally just got control of all of his music.
And now all of a sudden,
days
he's
later,
brought up on a rape case.
he's accused of raping a woman.
I don't know if it's they. I don't know if they're trying to do this to him. But
God.
I
Are
do
y'all
think that
kidding
I do,
me?
but I do agree with you.
Are you
Like
kidding
I thought that he was innocent. I think he's a like easy target, and I think a lot of these people just think they're gonna like settle. You know, even if they don't have facts, they feel like they might just settle or get money from it. But I don't know if the powers that be, are trying to like destroy Chris Brown.
Stop it! They've been
You
trying
stop it.
They've been trying to tear
Who's
Chris Brown
they?
down
Who is they?
forever.
Yeah.
The Illuminati, nigga. Fuck you mean?
They're alive. They're alive.
No, but all bullshit aside, I think Chris Brown has been targeted for quite some time now. I think, like you said, he is an easy target because of what he was convicted of
Before,
years ago in that situation with Rihanna.
Don't say her name.
And
Yeah.
You heard what Eve said about Chris Brown?
what did Eve say about Chris
On her show, she was basically saying in one
Eve,
one
rapper?
Yeah, the rapper.
Yeah.
She has a show. Is it a show or a it's probably a show. But she was basically saying in one breath like, we don't know if it's true or not. But in another breath like, he's wrong
Lock him up.
lock him up, like he should be like whatever.
That's crazy.
And then she got backlash from it, and then she did what I feel like a lot of women did. I'm not gonna go into this because
Go into it. We already here.
I have a lot of okay.
all right
Anyways,
here.
she basically said like
This is our podcast.
she basically said like, yeah, you guys are right. I don't know if if he's guilty, and I kind of like alluded to that he probably is. And she basically used the excuse of like, I'm just really fighting for women's rights and stuff like that. And that is just irritating me because we all are fighting for women's rights, but I feel like it's starting to become like they don't need facts. They don't need, no one's presumed innocent. There's nothing. There's no justice. It's just if you're a man, we're all
There's
riding
something
behind
said
you,
about you,
regardless of anything.
Yeah.
And that is pissing me off. Like that really irritates me.
I hear that.
And I can see how it looks, but I don't know. I just think it's just crazy that people are so quick to rush to judgment.
See, how you feel?
I hate Chris Brown.
We understand that much.
Okay, let me talk about it. I hate Chris Brown. I always hate Chris Brown. And when I saw this,
Hey, but that nigga can dance though.
he's a pretty talented dancer, which makes this all even more worse. Wasted talent.
Wasted talent.
I hate Chris Brown. He's a terrible person. When I saw this, though, everybody proven innocent. If it was like he was convicted of rape, I would have been like, all right. But this was accused of rape. I was like, whatever. I fucking hate Chris Brown, though.
Why do you hate him?
You know I hate him.
Why?
We'll get into that later. It's all coming around. Let me talk. Okay. But everybody's innocent until proven guilty, so I didn't really think much of it. It's just like another thing I was just scrolling through. Then, like you said, the next day he was out of jail. But the thing that pisses me off about all this is that why is Chris Brown someone we think we need to defend anyway? He does not deserve our defense. If he is innocent, so be it. If he is guilty,
No, you're tripping.
if Eve said she don't know if he did it or not. That's how I felt. If he did do it, I could see Chris Brown doing it. If he didn't do it, okay.
Justice,
I'm glad he's not a
justice
rapist.
is justice, no matter who.
Justice
it
is justice.
Right is right, wrong
I'm not
is
saying
wrong.
he's
That
guilty,
doesn't matter.
but why is Chris Brown? Chris Brown's not deserving of backlash
Why not?
because he's a terrible person.
Let's not get to that.
Hey, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let me get.
If Chris Brown's an easy target, he makes himself an easy target. Chris Brown is not a angel that people just pick on.
Let's not
Chris
get
Brown-
to
What
this.
was
He's
the
just
last
an
thing
angel
he did
thing.
wrong?
Oh my
I'm
God.
pretty sure didn't Karuchi just have a restraining order put on the nigga?
Based on what?
Something. They don't just. He was harassing her, obviously, or something. I don't know.
That makes you a bad person?
Yeah.
That makes you a
maybe
bad
he's not
person. Or just a
restraining order.
person. You're just
bad
a person.
Wait a minute.
You just say he's not an angel.
So if he's not a bad person, what is he? He's not a person. So you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you're not a bad person.
I can't get to the verse.
You can
Get it back.
What has Chris Brown done to prove that he's not a bad person?
Oh, like he's not
What
an
has he
angel.
done
So,
to change?
Are you kidding me?
Just because his years have passed is okay now? What has Chris Brown done to make y'all think he's a good person?
He's gone.
Court ordered, nigga.
So
Next. So he had to do it. He didn't do it because he wanted to. He did it because you're going to go to jail if you don't do this. So that does not count.
and that doesn't mean that was to have a positive effect on you. You
just
can't.
because it was court doesn't
After
mean
he did the court ordered therapy, what else did he do? What has changed of Chris Brown? Didn't he throw a chair out a window and almost kill somebody like a few months after he whooped Rihanna's ass? What has he done? He's done more bad than he's done good. So please tell me.
You're
he's
good.
done
All things
bad
that happened
than
in 2000.
You're only
And?
looking at-
So what has he done now? Has he built a village in Africa? What has he done?
You're
He's made more albums. Y'all haven't said anything. Tell
looking
me.
at it with
Change my
you're
mind.
condemning him.
First of
He
all,
should be
first of
condemned.
all,
He should be condemned.
First of all, we do not have access to that type of information as to what Chris Brown does on a daily basis.
So
to
then
better
why should
himself.
we
Listen,
not go off the
listen.
things that we do know?
Listen.
Because what you're
Because
going
what
off
you do
of
know
is
is from
10 days
the
out
early
of
2000s.
365 days.
What you do know is shit from the early 2000s. Now let me tell you this.
Fuck you up.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
You want to get him first?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right.
Somebody, please say something.
Go ahead.
For me, what happened in that whole situation with Homegirl, I won't say her name again.
Rihanna.
What happened in that whole situation was fucked up. What Chris did in that situation was fucked up.
Right.
Well, she did
Let me
fucked up
ask you
too.
this.
What you do?
Yeah, we don't know what she did. He's talking about what ifs and shit. You don't know what
After the whole fact, he did have an interview where he admitted to what he did, but he did explain that she hit him first.
Okay.
And obviously that's not saying what he did is just,
Right.
but he did say that.
Okay.
After admitting what
What
he
she
did,
say?
What you say?
she didn't say nothing.
Okay.
So we're gonna
We'll go
just
with Chris Brown.
assume
We'll
that
go with Chris Brown. Okay.
she has a power to do
Chris
that.
Brown.
We
word
can
bond.
safely assume that from the conversations that those two have had since that occurred, that at the very least, she feels like there was some change in Chris Brown.
Okay. I don't.
And this was presented in Chris Brown's documentary. You probably didn't see that. But in the documentary, Chris talked heavily of, their relationship now as opposed to what it was all those years ago when that occurred. And in that documentary, he was able to, explain some of the things that he has done to change himself and be presented in a more positive light with the having of his daughter and, becoming a father. That alone changes a person's whole mentality and way of thinking. So when he began to speak on, and I don't even think this was in the documentary, I think I saw this in an interview that he was having, that what's his daughter's name?
Royalty?
Royalty. Yeah. So he said when he had Royalty, it opened his eyes to what type of father figure that he lacked in his life and what he wanted to be to her. When he puts her on such high of a pedestal, and for accusations to come out like this, to where he's being accused of raping a woman when he has this little girl that he prides himself on caring for and raising to the best of his ability, I think you
need a job, nigga. You need Chris Brown fucking PR.
I promise you, because you are explaining this beautifully. And I'm only like right after him, nigga. Wrap this up, Keith, because I am on this nigga.
Always throw me off anyway. Go ahead, right?
Okay. Two things. One thing, all right. All the stuff you know about Chris Brown, right? Where are you seeing this shit?
In the media.
Facebook, TMZ. TMZ is like, I think they report like damn near 90% of the shit that happens with Chris Brown, and it's all negative. And he's talking about it. TMZ, they look
Rihanna's
for
face
things
was
like
negative.
Yeah, I don't.
Rihanna's face was a negative.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more than if it's more than the Rihanna shit. And I just saw that he had a restraining order from Karuchi. That's all I know about Chris Brown. I don't know anything else.
A year ago.
Exactly. Like I'm saying, you are judging him based off instances. Not
Show
saying
me
they're
the
good,
positive
but
stuff. That's just what he's
show
saying.
you the
That
positive
means
stuff.
nothing. Yeah.
But you're
I'm not
looking.
saying this is stuff that's actually happened. His
Yeah,
documentary actually happened.
Yeah, he has a
Actually
daughter now.
happened.
Everybody's gonna say that.
You're
But
saying show you the positive stuff, but you're only looking at.
show. I'm
What,
asking you.
You think TMZ's gonna post something positive about Chris Brown?
Can I ask you what type of change you are alluding to? Like,
To me,
is he supposed to?
I don't think there is any
become-
change. He's a terrible person. No,
Why
I
don't you think there's any
But I'm
change?
saying,
Because
even
he
if-
hasn't shown it.
Listen, Kevin, that's what I'm asking you.
Oh, okay.
What type of change are you looking to
I'm gonna
see?
use a different example. I'm gonna use Michael Vick. When he was it wasn't he was convicted of dogfighting.
Right.
He has completely turned everything around.
How?
He's
Having this.
huh?
Having
Because he doesn't fight dogs anymore?
He doesn't fight dogs anymore.
How do you know that?
Okay.
I'm being dead ass. You're saying you know for a fact Michael Vick has changed as a person.
I was gonna say another example. He puts a lot of money into the animal abuse community.
Oh my god.
That's him changing.
What
How
makes
do
you
you know
think he's
that's
not
what he
doing
wants
that
to do?
just because he wants to have a good image? You can't like you
Yeah,
know
I'm not
his
trying to
intentions,
down
but you
Michael
don't know
Vick
Chris
at
Brown's
all.
intentions.
Right.
I don't know Chris Brown's intentions, but you know his intentions.
Yeah.
Just because he's not forced to do that doesn't mean he's not doing it because
What are you?
he's
What
changed.
are y'all trying to
You're
prove?
assuming that he's changed because he
You're
wasn't
saying that
forced to
Michael
do that
Vick
stuff?
may not have changed, and I'm saying Chris Brown may not
I'm
have
saying-
changed.
okay,
but I have
but-
more proof that
Yeah,
Michael
but
Vick has changed
be in
than
the
y'all
middle.
niggas.
You're saying he's a bad person. Say you don't know. Say
Chris
I'm
Brown
not
is a
sure.
fucking bad person.
You're
Michael
assuming
Vick
he's a
fighting
bad
dogs
person,
doesn't
but
really
you've
make him
only-
a bad person,
you've only
but
seen-
he's still put
and-
more effort into changing than Chris Brown. Y'all said Chris
So
Brown
you
changed
think,
it years
Chris
ago.
Brown doesn't donate money to foundations?
I don't know, but he has not
So
shown
that
me.
means he's not there.
He has not shown me that Chris Brown has
because
changed.
you don't know,
should he
he doesn't
show
do
you?
it.
He should show every fucking body.
Why?
Ray Rice is still a terrible person, but he's done a lot more than Chris Brown has. After he knocked his fucking wife out of the
How
elevator,
do you know
he's
that?
had a ton of speeches, women abuse. He's put money into it. Him and his mom just started a foundation. What has Chris Brown
I'm
done?
asking, why does he owe you?
He doesn't owe me anything.
Yeah,
but why would I think he's changed?
You're
Why
saying
would I
that
owe?
he
I'm
owes
asking
you
that.
something.
He doesn't owe. I didn't say he owes
You're
me
saying that
anything.
he owes you the
said he should show you.
explanation.
So then
of
why
him
the fuck do I owe him me defending him?
No one's saying that you have to
Then
defend
I'm not
him.
saying he needs to. I'm not saying he owes me an explanation. But what has he done for me to think that he has changed, other than having a fucking daughter?
Okay. So you found out.
And why is it Chris Brown? Why are we
Wait,
putting
okay.
ourselves on Chris? Why does Chris Brown need our defense? Fuck him.
Okay.
If he is
We're gonna
innocent,
get to
that's
that.
good.
We're gonna get it because that's
If he's not-
problematic too. But
That's
okay,
not problematic.
the same things that what makes you think that Michael Vick changed. You said what he gives money to some type of foundation.
Yeah.
If Chris Brown did that, would that convince you that he changed?
I didn't say that Chris Brown. I didn't say Michael Vick is a bad person. Now I said Ray Rice is still a bad.
you use him as
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Ray, I also said Ray Rice. I still think Ray Rice is a bad person for knocking his wife out of the elevator, but he has put forth a lot of effort into at least making it seem like he's changed. I still think Ray Rice is a
Making it
terrible
seem
person.
it.
Okay, so that's the point.
That's the point.
Nothing's
right
going
there.
to change your mind.
Nothing
It's going to change your mind.
That's true too. I didn't say that wasn't the case. I never.
So then
I hate
what's
so
your
much.
other
At the
point?
beginning of this, I said I'm always gonna hate Chris Brown.
Okay, so that's our point. You have a negative bias towards him. So
No
what
matter
you're saying,
So
it means
don't act
nothing.
like. Why are you saying you need proof when the proof is not going to change
Okay,
anything?
so if y'all don't have a negative bias, what has Chris Brown done in y'all?
What I'm saying
eyes
is
that have
everyone,
changed him?
listen, everyone deserves justice because the person has been.
I'm glad Chris Brown did not go to prison
What you
for
said
not
was really
raping somebody.
problematic. You said that he's not. Wait, you said that it's not like he's an angel. That's what they said when they that's an argument white people try to use when to justify them shooting that
y'all
boy
are
in
so-
St. Louis. Oh, he's not an
so-
angel. He was stealing
It has
from the store.
nothing to
They said
do
the same
with
thing
racism.
about. My point is that just because he's not an angel does not mean that justice
bad
shouldn't be
person?
served.
I didn't say justice should be served. This has nothing to do with. I'm glad he's not in prison for not raping somebody. a good thing. I'm saying there should not be a backlash if people say, oh yeah, he might have did that. Yeah, he probably fucking could have. He's a terrible person.
Any nigga could do that, Tevin. If
That's true.
you're saying he's a terrible person, I don't feel he's a terrible person.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, you're making this
No, you're
seem like
biased.
your word is law, and that's
It's
not how
not
this
law.
shit
I don't-
works. If Chris Brown is accused of something that
But
he did
Chris
not
Brown-
do,
but
you can't.
did Chris Brown-
Just let me speak. If he's accused of something that he did not do, it's not fair for you to say, "Oh, he's a fucked up person." So I say it's safe to assume
because you say he's an easy target.
could've done
Is
it.
he not an easy target because of the shit he's done?
No, he's an easy target
because he's black and young.
Of everything.
No,
He's an easy target because
People
of
don't go
what-
out and say,
listen,
fucking.
Listen, he's an easy target because of what the media presents to the world.
Exactly.
TMZ.
But he does the shit that they present to the world. They don't make up shit.
but
Yes,
they
they
also
do.
they do make up shit and they
They made
exclude
this
shit.
up.
They made this up for a girl. He was actually arrested for a rape accusation. That's not making it up. She made it up. TMZ didn't fucking call the cops.
Listen.
She's just like TMZ though. That's what you're not getting.
Exactly.
He has a lot of people going against him, Tevin.
Because he's a bad fucking person.
Oh my god.
People aren't just accusing Mario or Omarion and none of them niggas just have a bad image because they haven't really done anything to get that image.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Tevin.
Okay, so the Rihanna thing, that's been.
So once you
that
do
happened,
something
right?
bad, you're a bad person.
Exactly.
That's
Because
what
the
you're saying.
Rihanna thing, that happened, right?
Yeah,
We can prove that, right? Everything else, what? Stalking, fights,
Yeah.
allegedly stalking his ex because he still loves her, fights. What? Like, that's what makes a person a bad person indefinitely for the rest of their lives?
You asking me?
That's it? That's the criteria?
You're asking me.
All right,
Yeah.
So you're not a bad. We're all bad people if it's.
We're literally
all bad people if that's your criteria for
All of us.
a person being a bad no matter what and never
Because
being a business that can never change.
He fucked up Rihanna. Besides that, Chris Brown hasn't done anything that I feel is
He's a bad person for life.
worthy of putting him on a terrible person for
Well,
life.
what
He
has
threw a
he,
chair out
what
the window
has he
and
done
almost
to not?
killed somebody?
All right, so he did the
We
Rihanna.
don't know, Tevin.
Wait, let me
But that's
talk.
what I
Let me
said.
talk. Let me ask you a question. He did the Rihanna thing, so now he's on the terrible person pedestal.
Right.
How did he get down from there? What the fuck did he do to get him down from there?
His music.
It's been years past.
Wait, okay.
He's made music. What has he
Wait,
done?
let's not downplay music like it doesn't serve a purpose. Because music to the ears, yeah, that's one thing. But the music that you make for certain people, that does good for certain people.
I mean,
We're-
I ain't
if we're
taking
speaking on-
Chris Brown as that, my nigga. I can't go. Chris
So
Brown.
You're not
Like-
taking Chris Brown as that, but would you take a Kanye West as that?
I'll take
Does
that
Kanye
too.
West to you make music that changes your life or anyone else's life?
You didn't fit
You don't
that.
think Chris Brown does that for
Kanye West is not a bad person?
I don't think Kanye's a bad person. No.
Jesus Christ.
I just feel like if you're going to have this biased ass ruler of how you measure who's a bad person, like, be
This
consistent.
nigga Kanye.
So who else is a bad who else is indefinitely a bad person for life?
R. Kelly.
Okay.
He sides
Rice.
with Trump.
I would side with Trump before I hit a woman.
Tevin,
You're talking
they're
about
they're
two
one and the
evils.
same.
Yeah,
They're
What
not.
the fuck are you talking
They're
about?
not.
He's a
One and the
racist
same.
bigot.
It's a racist rapist. Trump has actually
He
raped
grabbed me
women
the
himself.
pussy! He grabbed me the pussy!
Tevin, you are.
Yeah, I just want you to understand that you're biased and you're.
Hold on. Let's hear what that Darius says.
Well, I think T's trying to say, like, we heard and we seen like so much bad after bad from Chris Brown. We ain't seen nothing or heard nothing good from Chris Brown. Like every
What
time
I'm saying
bro,
is-
listen.
This is so annoying.
Every time
How
we
is that
hear something
bullshit?
from Chris Brown, it's something bad.
It's like going
Most,
to.
like majority of the time.
It's like
Yeah, it's like
that's what you
bad.
look.
See, what they're
It's
saying
going
is
to
the
F.
fact that he doesn't do bad things 365 days out the year is that we should
Are you
assume
serious?
that he's,
Are you serious?
I guess, out there doing
What?
good or he's not being bad.
What you guys are saying, that's like going to find out information about me from my ex. The ex that's probably going to only tell you bad shit about me.
Exactly.
You guys are, what? I want to find the good stuff. this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that shit he hasn't done can't be questionable and you can question what type of person he is. Everyone judges. But I'm saying for you to condemn someone and them to be a bad person forever, at least go look for places that might actually give positive stuff. You're only looking at TMZ.
The media is only going to. The media is going to do exactly what you're doing. They're only going to portray the negative for Chris Brown. That's been proven. They're not going to show you anything good that he does. Therefore, you're going to stay brainwashed like he's this terrible person.
That's what they want you to do.
That's
Are you going to click on a link that says Chris Brown donated some money to a school? You going to click on that link and read it? That's going to change the
I'll be like, okay, that was cool of him, yeah.
Like,
I doubt it.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I'm gonna like, oh fuck, Chris Brown, his $200,000 to these kids.
Yes.
wake up.
No,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Wake up.
I'm not gonna do that, but he doesn't do that. Find it. Hey, are you looking for shit?
It don't change anything.
It's not going to change
It's not gonna change anything in my opinion, but that would be good of him.
That's your problem.
That's the problem.
I said at the beginning, I'm always going to hate Chris Brown.
If he's incapable of changing,
At least put forth the effort.
You're the problem.
what?
So have you
What you're saying is,
what y'all saying?
Wait, what you are saying is once a motherfucker does something bad, he is bad forever. Have you or have you not done something bad?
Of course I have.
So you're a bad person forever.
To some people, yeah, I'm pretty sure I will be.
No.
I haven't
To
beat a
you,
woman's
to
ass.
motherfuckers like you.
Exactly.
Because to me,
And what
if
you're
a person
saying
is
is-
capable of changing, then they're capable of being good.
Okay,
They're not
even-
going to just stay
even
bad the rest of their
if
fucking
all
life.
of that is true, I myself don't think people change. That's my personal belief. Now, even with that true,
Do you change?
what has Chris Brown
Do you
done?
change? Can you change?
I can change certain things.
So can other people change certain things?
But what has Chris Brown done? I'm going back to this question. Like y'all said, he doesn't owe me anything. But y'all are saying, what has he shown y'all? Y'all haven't even told me what he's shown y'all.
Show me
Why?
anything.
Why?
Because
You just naturally
I
think he's
understand
so
what
if
the
you
media
think he
is
can
doing
change
to this man.
If you think he can't change, then there's you on the other side. You have to think that
I
he
don't
change.
view him in the same light as you. You view him as the bad person, not me. I don't think he needs to change. If he's fighting motherfuckers who getting up in his face, if he always got the FBI in his motherfucking house, if he got bitches claiming that he raping them, if he got all this negative shit happening to him,
This nigga Tupac.
why am I so... I'm done.
This nigga,
I'm done.
this nigga's pissing me off.
Sorry for pissing me off. Yeah.
I tell you, he's pissing me off.
I'm saying y'all have
got
attached
way
y'all
too
shit
many
to the wrong person.
I'm not.
But you're
attached to
you said
Kanye.
so.
I mean, Kanye West is not on the same level as Chris Brown.
He supports Trump. Do you want Trump as your president?
No, I hate Trump.
Kanye wants Trump as our president.
I don't think he voted for him.
Can we change something? Can we end this podcast? I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Hey, y'all said Chris Brown. I knew this shit was gonna happen.
But I want to make one point. Listen, I'm not. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying.
Junior, shut up, nigga.
No, shut up. Listen, I'm not saying that he's a great person. All I'm saying is that everyone deserves justice, no matter what. Everyone deserves justice. Right is right, wrong is wrong. That's how our
There's
justice
no such
system
thing
is
as
built.
justice in America.
That's how our justice system should be built. We can't just because a person has a troublesome
I
past or
am
done
not.
bad
I
things.
personally don't
Now
think Chris
we
Brown
can't-
has to rape any woman. So any woman that says Chris Brown raped me is probably a lie. Chris Brown don't need to rape anybody because bitches still love Chris Brown for some reason. Even though he'll beat their ass. He ain't gonna rape them. He'll whoop their fucking ass, but he ain't gonna rape them. Chris Brown does not need to rape a woman.
So
But you love Rihanna.
I love Rihanna.
Yeah.
What if you found out she put her hands on Chris Brown?
We ain't see no fucking bruises on his
Who
face.
else did he beat after Rihanna?
Nah, answer my question first, bitch.
What if I found out that Chris Brown?
If he said that she hit him first
We ain't see no-
in the car, she started hitting him, he blacked out, went crazy.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. How do you feel about that? Do you not care?
I mean,
Does that not condemn her as a bad person for also participating,
No.
playing her role?
No.
No.
Chris
You know what
Brown
I'm saying?
can drop her ass off or get out of his car or leave.
So,
You don't have to.
and you asked, what has he done to change? Like Mauritius asked,
Fuck, she done.
who else has come forward suggesting that he's done that same thing to them all those years ago?
Oh, that was crucial.
Nobody.
Okay, so Does that not?
Karuchi said he was doing something else. Yeah,
She said he
No,
was like.
Karuchi didn't say anything about him abusing.
Nah, yeah, but
So
I think he said he might choke him. So.
does that not show any sign or inkling of growth?
That he ain't beating another woman.
You're being ignorant.
Yeah, so.
You need to grow the fuck up. That's what it is.
15 years it's been now?
Damn, that was 15 years ago?
Hey,
Yes, it's
you
been
like-
a long fucking time.
Yeah, he was like 16,
Pull
17
that
years
up.
old.
Let me see.
You like 16.
That can't be that long.
No, T. You was like 15 or 16.
Definitely.
That was a
Yeah.
long fucking time ago.
Nigga, that nigga did it.
Brad was like
He wasn't
15,
even a blood.
16 too. Shit.
He wasn't in, but he ain't gonna.
They was
He's been a blood for 7 years now.
Where he go to prison? Did he go to prison?
I mean, he probably was like juvenile or some shit.
He's not going to prison.
What are you talking about?
That
He
nigga
was
was doing.
oh, I thought he came out and he was a blood.
No, he was fucking picking up garbage on like the side.
No, that nigga came out of jail. 'Cause
He never
he was
went to
stocky.
prison.
Yes, he did.
Chris Brown
Or he
never
thought
went
he
to
did. That's what he said.
Chris Brown
What he go to
never
jail
went to
for?
prison.
What are we talking about?
Chris
Brown not going to prison.
Where he go to jail? Didn't he get out of jail? And he was a blood.
No.
What are you talking about?
He didn't go to
He
jail.
was claiming blood though.
Yeah,
I thought he got out of jail.
Still close, yeah.
Still claiming.
But he never went to prison. Really not for that Rihanna shit. He had to do like, I think he was on like house
He had
arrest. or
just
some shit
committed
like
that.
that.
He had
Yeah.
shit on that. It was something else. That's what I'm saying.
He on house arrest.
Chris Brown jail.
House arrest.
Chris Brown jail time.
Chris
Yeah, but
Brown,
don't you
yeah.
get if you beat a woman, right? Just like straight out like that.
Yeah.
No other factors.
No,
Don't you
I'm
go to
not
jail?
even
Don't
what
you
you
go
saying.
to jail?
My fault. What you saying?
Right?
I cannot find when that happened.
Yeah, bro, fuck up.
Oh, maybe he did go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't
Look up, say good
15.
things.
It was
Search
10
up good
years
things
ago.
about Chris Brown.
It's been 10 years?
10 years.
Yeah, that made me feel old.
Hey Siri,
In 2000.
what are some good things Chris Brown did? Yeah, ask him that.
So you like 16, 17? He was young. He was still
Bet
a
you had a
teenager when
TMZ
that
app.
happened.
Chris Brown?
Yeah, he was still a teenager when that
Yeah.
happened.
He was a
Yeah,
kid.
he was a kid, yeah.
Chris Brown was a child when that happened. And you don't think he's done any type of maturing or growing from that situation?
Everyone is bad.
I ain't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Nigga.
Alright, man. Let's get out of here, man.
Reason done. He ain't say
Yeah,
that.
I want to talk about the game.
About what?
I want to talk about the game.
I do
Oh,
want
the
to
game?
too.
Yeah,
Can we
can
brush
talk about
past
the
it?
game,
Can we
yeah.
brush past it real
We
quick?
had a lot of shit to talk about, but this nigga, he went off on the rails.
Man.
Don't fucking bring Chris Brown around me, nigga.
All right, well, okay.
So
Anyways,
sweet on what a sweet.
anyways, just my feelings on what the game said about Kim Kardashian and
Let's
his
talk
new
about it.
song.
Let's talk about it.
I myself feel like it was just extra. It was forced. I feel like he sees.
You ain't tell our viewers what. Yeah, you gotta say it. Break down
what was said?
What the
Do
game
you guys
said.
know exactly what he said? Verbatim?
If you
I
don't know
think he
what
said.
we say,
Well,
how do you know?
I'm saying, do you guys know exactly what he said? I know what the basic what he said. He said something basically about fucking Kim Kardashian, him choking her, and her like choking on his cum or some shit like that. Something along those lines.
Y'all fucking up the podcast.
This
right?
nigga still. But yeah,
Guard.
I can't.
I mean, yeah, he
Nah, it's
had
just
to go
for- it's
to
just for
jail.
me.
Yeah,
The
go
court.
for it.
Yeah, y'all finish talking. I'm just...
Nigga, look, your little ass boy.
Yo, we try to throw hands at the
But yeah, so Gabe said something along the lines about having sex with Kim Kardashian, him choking her choking on his cum, whatever. And I just think it was unclassy. I think it's kind of cowardly. I think Kanye West is an easy target. His wife's an easy target. And
Hold on,
I
Keith.
think it was.
Hold on. I want to say something. I mean, this situation is pretty funny because he beat up, what's his name? 40 Glock? 40
Yeah,
whatever.
40 Glock.
Yeah, he beat him up for because he was talking about the game's wife and he beat his ass.
Okay.
But you want to have a courage and talking about, a man's wife? I mean,
I don't think that's what happened.
Game married.
nah,
I know he beat him up. I didn't know what it was about.
No,
So it's
like
about
he
that?
beat him up because he said something about his wife and I think like his kid or something. But I know for
That's
sure
possible.
he said something about his wife.
Game married?
No.
No, not to mama.
He probably his baby mama.
Yeah, his baby mama.
I know he got
Yeah,
daughter.
his baby mama. Yeah.
I think it's fucked up for a different reason. I
Why
think
you
it's
think
fucked up because a while ago, the game was one of the main people defending Kanye and defending Kim Kardashian as well. Like whoever said something about Kim Kardashian, because he was aligned with Kanye at that time, he stepped in front and took those shots. So for it to come full circle where now you're the one talking shit about Kim Kardashian, it's kind of weird to me. When I first heard the lyrics to the track,
Oh, that's a song?
yeah, he has a new album coming out, and I can't wait for that shit to drop. I fucks with Game. But when I first heard the lyrics, I was thinking to myself that the Game is known for doing, controversial things in his lyrics anyway. Very lyrical guy. So when he said the shit about Kim, I was like, why is he doing this for shock value or clout? Like, it didn't make much sense to me, just because he already has such a dope I don't even want to say discography. I'll just say catalog of music. Like, all of his albums are dope as fuck. I haven't heard not one bad Game album.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do anything for recognition anymore. Like, your album is gonna do good regardless of the clout chasing or the shock value of different bars. So I didn't understand why he put that in there. I don't know him to have any personal beef with Kanye, so
I thought that was a sucker move.
Sucker.
it was definitely
Because look,
I don't condone that whatsoever. Speaking on another man's wife, that's
because if
crazy
he would have did
to
it, Pusha T would have clapped back at him.
I mean,
Probably worse than
if
Drake.
he said something like that about Kanye's wife, let's hypothetically ask, what if he said something like that about Beyonce? Then what happens?
I think it'll go outside of rap. It'll definitely go outside of rap.
Immediately goes outside of rap.
See, Kanye West, he's not that, hood, okay.
Right.
That's the thing. He's an easy fucking target.
Easy
Kanye
target.
West is
Super easy target.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to do anything about it.
And that's why he did it, because Kanye West, he knows Kanye West is not going to say anything about it.
Yeah.
Because
And Kim K's an easy target too.
if I can't even imagine if he said something like that about Beyonce. If he said something like that about Beyonce, the world would blow up. Like, I really feel like the world would explode if he said that about Beyonce, because Jay-Z,
the world literally said the shit.
the world would
literally.
Can y'all imagine that?
Dude, he said.
I bet Beyonce got
Can
her own
y'all
military.
no stop. Really think about that. Really think about that. What if he had those same lyrics for Beyonce?
That shit crazy.
That shit is mind blowing. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
That nigga said the world would blow up.
It would, and I swear to God, this earth would explode. Jay-Z?
Yeah.
What would happen in that case?
That's crazy.
Exactly. So I don't know.
That shit
I'm
blew me.
not saying he's a bad person, but I'm kind of cool on Game now after that. That shit.
No, I mean, I'ma still rock with the album
That's
regardless.
lame.
Yeah,
man.
I've always felt. Well, I haven't always felt. I like Game too.
Yeah.
But he is definitely lame when it comes to just. He talked too damn much.
Yeah.
Like
He
it's
does
like.
a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
talking.
it was like I kind of got fed up when it was like the Meek Mill and Drake shit. When he sided with Drake so heavy on the Meek
No, I
Mill.
wish with that.
I didn't. I felt like he took it farther than Drake did. Like Drake killed the nigga.
He always take it
And
really far.
he
would be
take
like
it to
50.
the he take
Even
it to
with
the
that,
next level too much. It's
Even,
like, game, you ain't got really shit to do with this beef. Like, I get you siding with Drake, that's fine. But this nigga, then he
Like,
took it
he
on
tried to fight
after
this.
Drake ended it.
Right.
He going to Philly making all these
Right.
videos and like, you can't do me. But like, bro, you get
Yeah,
like
That shit was fire.
He would be like
shit,
50.
like,
low
that
key.
was
He would be like
cold.
50.
he be dick riding too much,
Yeah.
bro. Like, leave that
Even
shit
when him
alone.
and Waka Flocka were arguing, he talked about Waka Flocka's girl.
I guess he is consistent though. Cause now it's Ye versus Drake, and Game getting back in. So
He
must
fuck
fuck
with Drake.
He must fuck with Drake.
He
super
fuck with
heavy.
Drake heavy, yo.
Okay.
Game lame though.
Yeah, he's a good.
Yeah, no, that's lame. So he gotta. he has to.
He'll
He has
definitely have
to.
to run my fade. Like
He definitely
Kanye,
has to.
He ain't gonna do shit.
He has
He ain't
to.
gonna do shit.
He ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. He ain't gonna get on track.
He gotta let us know why he said it. Like real shit.
He not even gonna get somebody to ghostwrite for him some shit. That's crazy.
I think that's just extra. They got kids like.
Yeah,
you
that
know, and
shit
like
was way
just
uncalled.
Yeah.
I don't
That
feel
was
like you
wild.
can't speak upon like how they say how Kanye was mad about Nick Cannon talking about Kim Kardashian interviews. That's more like I can understand it, but like you're talking about fucking her, choking her, she choking her, yo, come like that. That's just lame.
Like,
That's
I feel like-
lame.
Well, that was lame. That was lame when Ray J did it too.
It's foul.
I hit it first. Bullshit.
Ray
That
J
was
is
lame.
different. 'cause
No, that was different.
Yeah, that's way
They
different.
weren't married at the time.
Yeah.
They didn't have any kids at the time.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Kim was just basically a jump off at that point in
Right.
time. But now she's a household wife
Ray J made her this
with
bad.
kids. Yes, like,
Yeah, like,
now it's just beyond.
You don't get any cool points from that.
At
That's
all.
lame niggas think they get cool points from that. You know what I'm saying?
That game definitely-
All these niggas really lame.
I do feel like Game
All
pick
niggas
on
was
like easy targets.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Basically.
Hey, you said if he said about Beyonce, that nigga Jay, what he say in one spree? He said, or kill you in 24 hours, you can't ignore the hands. Game be dead, bro, in 24 hours, nigga.
There is no place on
Oh,
this
yeah.
earth he can hide. Jay-Z will find that nigga in 24 hours flat.
What do you say? Send a message through a hands free. Some shit. Boy, you can't ignore that hands.
Hey, but hey, guess what? That's your,
He's dead.
you know, you reap what you sow, man.
Yeah,
Shit, she
man,
lived
this
that.
ain't
She
gonna be
lived. She
cool.
allegedly lived that type of life, man. It's just unfortunate that
I don't
maybe
think
she's
that's
now.
allegedly. I think Kim definitely been fucked with all of Hollywood.
I was trying to shoot her some bail, but yeah,
Nah.
she fucked everybody,
Yeah.
and it's just fucked up because maybe she, you know, you grow up, you know, and now she's probably on a whole different level of
She
maturity, and she's a
definitely
family
is,
woman,
But,
so it's
yeah.
like it's really unfortunate. I can only feel for Kanye West because
Yeah.
I know what Drake was alluding to. If that or Nick Cannon, if that bothered Kanye that much, Kanye
This
probably
is,
like,
yeah, he's on fire right now.
what the fuck?
He's on fire right now.
Whew.
And he can't do
That's
anything
crazy.
about it.
He can't do anything about it. Because it's also like,
It's,
I mean, he probably shouldn't marry Kim Kardashian.
He definitely shouldn't have
Yeah,
married
like,
fucking
yeah.
Kim Kardashian.
He probably shouldn't have kids with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
But I mean, love is love. So,
Love is love,
but
yeah.
you gotta take niggas and be like, yo, I smashed her too.
But that's just lame, though. Like, you're,
It is
you're
lame.
grown
It's
as fuck.
definitely lame.
And I feel like even like I would think women wouldn't fuck with him now because like, damn, you're fucking like you're putting your business out there. You're trying to embarrass people. Like same thing with 50. I feel like 50's kind of like girly to me. You know, it's kind of like feminine to talk about shit like that and be spiteful and stuff like that. Just be a nigga.
Ghetto.
You know.
I feel bad for Kanye. Kanye's getting bullied by Drake.
Yeah, like I
Game,
cannot fuck
like, he
with
just
you,
did, bro.
and I can tell you like you're on some nut ass shit, and like I don't understand your view and you're tripping, but like you don't gotta bully him. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta talk about his wife. She got nothing to do with that. She's actually getting people pardoned and getting people out of jail and shit on the side with Trump. Let's be real. Me and Game need to have a conversation.
Knock your,
Whoop your ass.
knock your ass. Click the fuck out. You want to
Ah,
talk to you. nigga.
we respect my crip then. What you talking about? Oh my god. Yeah, I ain't going,
You
nigga.
want to say a word to your ass.
Alright. What's up, nigga? What's up? I'll pop that nigga.
You gotta shoot game.
Yeah, you gotta shoot game.
Oh man, that is funny.
But I think that's all, guys.
I think so.
It's been a very interesting episode.
See, you know you gotta run with respect,
Yeah, I got
right?
12
Yeah, we-
rounds for this.
We probably gonna throw hands after this episode. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned.
That's gonna be a
For the
special
next
episode.
episode.
Shit.
It's a one mic podcast. We out.
Man, we outta here.
Man, that is too funny.